talking about any games this week?
Well, I can talk briefly about some stuff that I've been playing, but I won't go into any detail because it's nothing on Switch, unfortunately. Because I've been extremely busy, and in the evenings I've just been sat in front of Rocket League and F1 2020, which is excellent, and I 100% recommend anybody who has a PS4, Xbox, or PC, if you like F1, this is the best F1 game ever. But actually, I want to talk about Doom.
The
2016.
original.
No.
Okay.
So I've been playing that on PC. I picked it up on PC, and the difference between the PC version and the Switch version is laughable. Like, I had no idea just how amazing this game was from playing it on the Switch, unfortunately. I've done the first 3 or 4 levels, I think, and I've been playing at 1440p with full graphics settings at 60 frames a second with HDR on, and it is a different game. It is unbelievably fast and unbelievably good looking. And unfortunately, what I thought was a pretty solid game on the Switch, it's the experience that you're getting on the Switch is nothing compared to the proper console version. And I think Panic Button have done an amazing job to get that game running on the Switch. And I'd be very interested to see how they get Doom Eternal running on the Switch. But I certainly won't be getting it on the Switch because, unfortunately, it's not the same game. It's quite sad, actually. Like, yes, you can kind of experience it, but I think the fact that the frame rate is half really actually does take quite a lot away from the game. Just the speed, the movement of everything. Like, I can unlock the frame rate. I don't have a monitor that supports it, but I can imagine, playing at 100 frames, 120 frames a second would be amazing as well. But yeah, I actually streamed the game from my PC to my my bedroom TV. And because my Wi-Fi connection is not so hot in the bedroom, I bumped the graphics down a bit to 720p. And the quality of the graphics as well, and it still looks better than the Switch version. Like, over low quality Wi-Fi streaming, it still looks better than the Switch version. And it's just, I don't know, I don't really have anything to say. Like, I don't want to be critical of the Switch version, but I'm kind of disappointed that I paid 40 quid for it now, and then I got the PC version for 3 quid, and it's infinitely better. I don't really know what to do with myself because I never play a handheld, and I kind of just want to get rid of my Switch game now because it's 17, 18 gigabytes that it's taking up.
Yeah.
So
I think it's one of those things you kind of just have to accept if you're like a Switch only gamer or something. Yeah. Like, at least you have the option.
At least you have the option. I agree.
Games.
That's definitely a good thing. And actually, with Skyrim, I would say the difference isn't as noticeable. Like, I have Skyrim for PC as well, and graphically, the Switch version still looks pretty decent compared to this PC one. Obviously, it's 30 frames, not 60, but I think the frame rate in Skyrim is very smooth. It's a very solid 30 frames on the Switch. So it's just interesting. I know Skyrim's a much older game. It's 2012. But, ports to the Switch kind of makes me wonder if it's really worth it now. Because, it's good if you're a Switch-only gamer. But do the sales justify doing it? I mean, do we know how well Doom 2016 sold? Do we think Doom Eternal's going to sell well on Switch?
Bethesda must have some, they must know how much is sold. The Doom's 2016 They must have some indication of this will do just well enough. I don't think it'll do as well as Doom 2016, though.
Possibly, and firstly because it's coming out so much later. But I mean, in the last sort of 6 months, we have seen Doom 1, 2, 3, and 64 release. So there's the franchise now has like an established fan base on the Switch. So it is possible that it will sell fairly decently. But I do wonder if this is the last sort of next gen port we're going to see to the Switch. Unfortunately.
We'll have a few Crytek games coming up, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the N-E Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.